Hey, Kevin here with another Flip and Dork Flips and Finds video where I show you different items I pick up thrifting and yard selling, and then I flip them either locally on like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace or with a bigger audience online with eBay. And today I went yard selling. I found a whole bunch of stuff I want to show you, and I did have another sale. So in the last video, which I just shot a few minutes ago, I showed you a couple things that sold. I sent them off to the post office. When I was at the post office, I got an offer, another item. I countered and they took it, okay? So it's this Batmobile model here, okay? Now it's not actually vintage. This is from a few years ago. It's like a reissue from a Batmobile model from like the 60s or maybe early 70s. And anyway, I got this at a thrift store. I paid $3.99 and I had it listed for $23.95. And I got a best offer for $18 just a few minutes ago. So I countered at 21, and then as I was bringing my stuff up here for the video, they took it. So I just sold that, so I need to get it shipped out today. So it's not too bad. I did include free shipping, but it's really lightweight. It shouldn't cost too much to send out. So it's still pretty good. When it's all said and done, I'll probably make about what would that be? Maybe $13 profit, something like that. So that's pretty decent. I'm trying to do a lot better with all the stuff I bought today. I'm trying to make even more than that. So let me show you what all I picked up. Okay, so as you can see, I have a whole bunch of stuff here on my whiteboard. If you're curious, someone asked how I use my whiteboard for my flipping and reselling. I really just use them for the videos. I keep track of everything in a spreadsheet, but I'm learning that even that is a little bit of a nightmare since I'm trying to do taxes right now. So I'm going to take even better care of my bookkeeping starting now. But for the most part, I keep track of all my inventory with a spreadsheet. And I only write stuff on here for the video so I can keep track of prices. And it's just nice to see when I walk up here to go grab something, I can see these are all the items that I have found. And I have them set up for, these are, I call it online, this would be my eBay sales, or if I eventually start doing Amazon, to go here. And then local finds would be items I just picked up, like furniture or bikes or whatever that I want to sell locally. And then over here is the flips. This is the stuff that has sold. So again, same thing over here. It's things that have sold on eBay, and this would be local sales. I only had the one sale, so I wrote that down. Okay, but I have tons of stuff over here, and what I do is I write it down. I write the price I bought it for, and then in blue, in parentheses, I write what I think it will go for. Okay, and then that helps me keep track for the videos and just when I go to list it and all that. Over here, it's kind of the opposite. I show what it sold for and then how much it paid. Okay, so just kind of backwards. So let me start with the first item. I went to actually a couple of garage sales today. It's Thursday. Really unusual to have garage sale, but it's like 73 degrees outside. It's really, really warm. And first thing when I woke up this morning, I got on my phone and I looked at Facebook. I always go to Facebook Marketplace to see if people are asking about any of my items. And then I also set up a like an alert for yard sale and for garage sale and estate sale. I also do like dresser and table and drawers and a few things like that. And then anytime anything gets listed with those keywords, it pops up on my phone as a little red alert. So today, the first one that showed up was a yard sale. Now I'm looking at it, I assumed it was going to start tomorrow on Friday and then go through Saturday. So I was reading through the details. I thought, whoa, wait a minute, it's today. So let me go check it out. So I went over there. I should have took video of it, but I don't know. I just haven't quite started doing that yet. It'd be even more editing and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, it was an actual garage, like a big garage, kind of in the boonies outside of town. So it was like a kind of a farmhouse, and they had this big garage where they keep tractors and all that kind of stuff. It was just absolutely full. If I can get the picture, I snapped a picture in there. They had a ton of stuff. But anyway, they had a lot of stuff. Not super amazing, but I did find good items. Now I passed on a lot of stuff that might have made me $5 here, $8 here. I'm trying to find items that will make me a lot more money. And I still did not quite follow through on some of these, but most of these, if you could read through these, most of these are worth $30, $20, $50, $40. And I hardly paid, I don't think I paid more than $5, well, okay. Yeah, I paid $5. This is the most expensive single item I got today. And that item is worth about $30 to $35. So anyway, the first item I got there was this little Oscar lunchbox. Okay, I've mentioned these in previous videos. I bought like, I don't know, 5 or 6 of these last fall. Usually they're really cheap. This one was a little pricey. They had it at $3. It's in really good shape. These are dated down here. So this is the, it's a Coleman brand, Lil Oscar. Here's the model. It's the 5272. And then right here, it's dated. This one's really hard to read. Let's see if I can. It looks like a clock, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those are the months, okay? This one is pointing at 11, and it is from 1983. There we go. Okay, so it has an 83 pointing to 11. So it was made in November of 1983. So it was only $3. All the others I sold, they all sold for $29.95 with free shipping. I looked them up today. They are still listed there, but the shipping was a killer because these are pretty heavy. They were all like $10. So I would make, you know, I'd buy them for $1 and I'd sell them for $30. It'd cost $10 to ship. So I think what I'm going to do is test out, maybe try and get a little more money out of it. I don't think I could sell it for $29.95 plus shipping, but maybe I could list it at like $25 to $27 plus shipping, where it looks lower, you know, and then it'll just depend on how far it goes. But for the most part, this is basically a $30 lunchbox. Now, when you find these, you want to make sure they're in really good shape. This one's pretty nice, a little bit scuffed up on the bottom, no big deal. You just don't want one that has like huge scrapes on it and chunks missing and marker writing all over it. But these are pretty cool. The little Oscars and also the ones called Personal 8s. Those come out right after these. Basically the same design, they just changed the logo on it. Okay. All right, the next item here is a Craftsman charger. I just showed one of these in a previous video. I picked up really cheap for $3 and it sold for $27.95 or something like that. This is a little bit different model. The good thing about this one, it was only $1 at that garage sale. Same garage sale I went to, okay? They had 3 of them. This was the nicest one. The other 2 I didn't want to mess with. They were all $1 each. The other 2, if I were to sell them, they were only going for about $15.95 with free shipping. I know when I send it out, if I were to pay shipping, it would probably be somewhere around $7 to maybe even $10, depending on how far it goes. But this one was worth more money. I need to clean it up. I need to test it. So I'll plug it in and put in my little voltmeter. I was trying to think what it's called. Put a voltmeter in there and, you know, see if it lights up, see if power runs through it, all that kind of stuff. But for $1, I looked these up. This particular model, I just read the model number down here, typed that into eBay. They're going for about $30, so like $27, $29, somewhere around there. So I think I could ask about $30 with free shipping, or maybe like $25 plus shipping, and then probably end up making a couple more dollars that way. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. So that's a pretty cool item there. Okay, right next to all that hardware stuff, I found this. Okay, this is a clock radio. I have never heard of this brand. I guess it's called ONN, O-N-N. This is the ON CD clock radio. It has the power cord and it has the antenna. It looks like you can hook a USB to it and some other stuff, but anyway, it has a CD player up top. All right, oh wow, okay, I'm thinking I never used a CD player. I didn't even look at it that well. I need to plug it in, make sure it works, make sure the alarm works, it lights up, nothing wrong with it, it's not too scratched up. Anyway, you can see they had $5 on it. When I looked it up, it was going, there was one that sold identical to it. It sold for $29 plus $12 shipping. So that's what would they be, $41. So if I wanted to maybe get a little more than that, I could probably list it at maybe about $35 plus shipping, or you know, somewhere around there. But I think basically I should be able to get about $30 out of it minus the $5, so about a $25 profit plus a few fees and things like that. Okay. On that same table, it was actually kind of sitting like that. I found this hat. They had a bunch of hats. I have bought a bunch of these in the past, some snapbacks, you know, the old school trucker style hats. A lot of them have not sold, but the best selling one I ever had was similar to this. It was DeKalb or whatever. It's a corn company. I live in a very rural area, so while some people do really well selling like vintage Chicago Bulls hats, I'm finding like farmer hats worth money, okay? So the last one I found, it was DeKalb. It was a patch, not just a print, so it's not like vintage, but it's kind of retro, I guess you could say. The last one I had, it was a blue bill. It was actually denim on the front, and it was orange mesh in the back. I bought it for, man, I think I only paid like 50 cents for it at this kind of like junk shop, and it sold for $29.95. Okay, so this one, I didn't know how much it was, but whenever I bundled everything together, I got it for free. It turns out they were only asking a quarter, but I got it for free anyway. And I looked it up, and it should actually go between $20 and $25 with free shipping. Okay, so I could probably ask 20 plus shipping. You put it in a little box, it'll be about $4 to send out, somewhere around there. So that's pretty good. Okay, so for something free and I can get 20 bucks out of it, I am a-okay with that. All right, the last thing I got at that garage sale is this right here. Okay, do you know what this is? Do you recognize the logo? Ray-Bans. Okay, I was really surprised to see these. Okay, I have a pair of these, and apparently my wife bought them for me when we were dating, because back then I wore a lot of sunglasses and I really like the aviators, just that really classic timeless look. The ones she got me were, I think, chrome, and I had never bought Ray-Bans before, but apparently they were real expensive. They were, I don't know, like $120 for a pair of sunglasses or something like that. I'm pretty cheap about things like that. I buy cheap t-shirts. I don't buy very good shoes and good clothing, and I buy stuff like this that I can make more money. I don't care about buying stuff for myself. But I did know that the Ray-Bans that I have that keep my Vans, the only nice pair of sunglasses I've ever had, were worth a lot of money. So these were on the table for $1, okay? And it says Ray-Ban up here. They're aviators, but they have black rims. Only issue I'm noticing, okay, if you can see this right here, it kind of, I don't know if that's factory or not, it kind of looks bent right here. So I don't know if maybe that's something I need to straighten out a little bit or what. Now, I couldn't find any identification on here on like a model number or anything like that, okay? So what I just did is I got on the eBay completed listings and I just looked up Ray-Ban Aviator black frame. Okay, and then I just got a rough average. I mean, brand new ones are going for a lot of money, but I made sure to go to completed listings and also on used items. And let's see here, where is that? Okay, so I only paid $1. They go anywhere from $25, $30. There were some close to $70, but on average, it seemed like most of them were in the 40s, like $42.99, $45, $47.99. So I want to double check, see if these are bent, or maybe I could just slightly tweak them back into place. Otherwise, they're in good condition or not scratched up. So I think I could list these and sell these for 45 bucks. Okay, that is a great return. Look how small it is. It'd be really easy to ship out, and it was only $1. That is really, really, really good returns. So that is the kind of items I've been trying to look for. Okay. So when I left that garage sale, I noticed on the way out, because it was way out in the boonies, I saw 2 other signs for more garage sales. So I was really surprised people were having them. And the first one I went to, or well, technically the second one, because all this stuff was the first one. So the second one I went to, they didn't have anything good. It was all like mostly baby clothes and things like that. I didn't want anything there. They had a dresser I was kind of considering. They were asking $40. I thought it was a little high. It was a little bit rough. I probably could have got it cheaper, but today's only Thursday. If it was Saturday afternoon, I would have like, hey, would you take 15 on that, you know? See what happens. But I passed on it. So then the third yard sale I went to, it was like a mix of baby stuff and then a lot of old stuff. So I like seeing garage sales that have like a ton of stuff, and then you can tell there's older stuff. There's a good chance they have things worth good money. Turns out it was not that good of a garage sale, but they did have one thing there that I thought was very interesting. Okay, this is the Cloud Bee brand Gentle Giraffe. You can turn it on. It's like a soothing baby toy, like a sound machine. And anyway, they had it marked at $5. I thought that was a little high, but when I looked it up, I was really surprised, so I didn't even ask them to get it cheaper. It's still brand new. It's stuck to the box. It has never been pulled out and played with or anything. It does have one dent. I don't think that's going to matter too much, but I paid $5. These are listed and are selling for between $30 and $35. So I could probably ask $35 for free shipping, or about 20, maybe 28, 29, 30 plus shipping, somewhere around there in that range. So that's a really good turnaround. So that's probably about a, what, $25 profit, something like that. So that's pretty good. Okay, so that was it for garage sales, but then I decided to hit up the thrift stores real quick just to see if there's anything, and I found some really good stuff. Okay, so when I left the garage sales, I hit up the thrift stores. The very first one on my way was Goodwill. And I was looking around, and they had some stuff. The furniture was like almost completely empty. I was a little bummed out there. So I looked at the electronics and they had a couple of things that was interesting, okay? So the one that really caught my eye was this phone. The reason is because of the screen up here. I was like, why in the world does that have a TV screen on there? I thought maybe it was like some type of teleconference phone, which made my brain go, okay, that thing's probably worth some money. It was only $3, okay? And it does have the power cord. I plugged it in. It did light up, so I know it probably works. I'll have to double check it, you know, test it and all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit dirty. I'll have to clean it up. It does have a spot for a regular phone cable and an Ethernet cable. So I grabbed a couple of them out of their bins. They were marked at $1 each, but I went to pay for them. They said they were half off today, so I only paid $1. So I'm $4 in on it, okay? The brand is Captel, and the model is the 840i. When I looked it up, I was blown away by what these things are worth, okay? So let me find it up here. Okay, right here. Okay, so on average, these are selling for between 40 and 50 bucks, okay? And I only have $4 in it, so I need to clean it up and you know, look over it, test it out, make sure you can hear and the screen works, all that kind of stuff. But I could probably get about, like the ones that had boxes were going for like $48.99 up to maybe about $55. The ones like this that did not have a box were like $35 to $45, somewhere around there. So I assume I could probably ask maybe $44.95, somewhere around there, or you know, about $40 plus a little shipping, and we'll see what happens. But I thought that was really cool. And anyway, what it does is it's like for hearing, like if someone's hearing impaired, it has a really loud ringer. I think the volume is loud on it. And then the screen, it says it has a live readout. So apparently it can tell what people are saying and it spells it out so you can like read it as you're listening. So I thought that was kind of cool. So if you find any like very, you know, specialized, very niche-y type phones, it's definitely worth looking into because they're probably worth pretty good money. Okay, whoops. So then, after I found that, I was looking at the book section. I've been trying to just see if I can find anything worth good money, and I found these, and I think it'll be worth it. It's a little bit of an experiment. The hardback books there were only $1 each. I got 7 of them. So that's 7 different books I bought, so I have $7 in them. And it's interesting is that these are Time Life books. It's the Great Ages of Man series. I don't know if this is the complete series, but I looked each of them up individually. And they are all dated, I believe, 1965 or 1966. Yeah, this one's 1966. But they're all Age of Man. This one is the Age of Enlightenment. We have the classic Greece, Byzantine. We got African kingdoms, early Islam, ancient America, and Age of Exploration. And anyway, I looked them up, and there's 7 of them. About 4 of them were actually selling. They were going for about $9.99 to maybe $11. A couple of them were not selling. They were listed at maybe like $5 to $8. So instead of just buying ones I think would sell for 11 bucks, I decided to buy them all, and I'm going to just bundle them, just sell them all together. And I'm thinking I should try to average them somewhere around $8 or $9 each. So I could probably ask about $60 for all of them, and we'll see if they sell. Okay, so I'm only $7 in, put them at $60, maybe free shipping. It'll be media mail, so it'll be really cheap to send. And we'll just see what happens. I'll put a best offer on there, and we'll just see what kind of money we get out of them. It should be a pretty good return. So that is what I found at Goodwill. So when I left there, I decided to run by Salvation Army in town to see if they had anything there. They actually had a lot of stuff today, a whole bunch of shoes, nothing real good that I want to mess with. I didn't even really look at clothing. But I did look at like the electronics section and the toy section and furniture just to see if they had anything. They had a couple of cool things. Now I did pass on some things, and I did pick up a few things that may not be that good, but I want to try them out. This one I think will be good. So this is a vintage AM radio. It's a Panasonic model R1330. It's pretty cool. It has this little scrolly thing on here, and it's, you know, the AM stations right there. You turn it on back here. Has a battery compartment for a 9-volt battery. I paid $1.50 for it, and let's see here. When I looked it up, these are selling for anywhere between $27 and like $39.99. Okay, so mine's a little dirty. I have to clean it up, but I figure I could probably get somewhere between 30 and 35 bucks out of this. It'll be super easy to send. It's going to go first class. As long as it works, it should sell. And there was only, I think, 1 of them listed right now. So if I put mine very similar price to theirs, it should sell. So that was pretty cool. Okay, another thing I found, I just thought it was interesting. This might be my worst buy of the day, but the brand is Hervic, Hervic. This is a tape splicer, okay? So somehow it's very old school tape editing. All right, so when I looked these up, the ones that were selling for good money for like 20, 25 bucks, they had the box and instructions, and there's a little like sticky tape thing that you'd put in there to join the tape and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think I'll get crazy money out of it, but we'll see. I paid $3, which I think is a bit much. I would have rather paid 50 cents or $1 on it. But anyway, I looked them up, and I don't know what I will get out of it, but I will probably go for somewhere between 15 and 20. So that is definitely very low end compared to what I've been trying to buy lately. But I don't know, I just thought it was so unusual and cool that maybe it will sell. So I'll try to put it maybe like $19.99, something like that, and we'll see what happens. It'll be, again, very lightweight, easy to ship. Okay, this one is definitely a total guess, and there's only one reason I bought it. It could be a total disaster. It was $250, okay, and it's a camera. An old camera. I don't think it's a good camera. This might have been like a really junky thing, like you would get, like the equivalent of a really low-end Walmart camera back in the day or something. I don't know. What was interesting is everything was still sealed inside, okay? I've never heard of this brand, but it is still factory sealed. It still has the little silica packet. The brand is Nanoka, the NK700. I mean, it's plastic. It doesn't look very good, but I looked them up, and there were some people trying to sell them. And there was one that was, I don't remember if it had sold or if it was listed, but it was right around $25. They said theirs was new. Theirs was not wrapped in plastic, but they did have the cardboard box that come in. So I assume, I mean, this is new, okay? This has never been opened. So I don't know, we'll see. The case is not very good condition. It has some scrapes and scratches on it, kind of a faux leather case. But who knows, maybe someone out there collects just oddball cameras and they're gonna want this for like 25 bucks. Now, that was with free shipping, so I don't know. It still may not be that good of a buy, but for $250 and I can maybe 10 times my money, we'll see. I'll experiment with it. Now, also, they did have, and I've showed in I think the very first video I started doing in my little Flips and Finds, it was a Weight Watchers calculator. I picked the last one up for $1, and then it sold for like $12.99 or something like that. Well, they had one there, and it was like $1.50 or $2, and I looked them up now because the last one sold at the beginning of the year when people are really getting into their diets. Now they're not worth as much, like $6, $7. So I passed on it, even though I knew it would probably sell. Okay, so then I started looking at like the home goods and the really junky like kitchenwares and things like that. I found this. This is a Sunbeam steam or dry iron, the SD5H. It's really hard to close the box, but I'll open it for you. But what's cool is this is a I believe it's a 1950s iron. And I'll see if I can get this open. But it has the look. This has that really cool vintage look, okay? Chrome. It's got the cool graphics up here, the like teal blue corded or wrapped cord. It has the paperwork in there, okay? And then just looking at the graphics is really cool. Definitely very like 1950s and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I paid, yeah, here we go. I mean, check out that really cool graphic. All right, so I only paid $4 on it, and I looked it up, and I think I should be able to get somewhere between $30 and $35 out of this, okay? So I might put it at about $29.99 plus shipping, and we'll see what happens. That could be, you know, after fees and all that, maybe about $22 to $25 profits. That could be pretty good. I thought that was interesting, but man, that is a really terrible box design. So I have to be careful with that one. Okay. The find of the day, though, was at Salvation Army, and it was totally under the radar. I thought this thing would have no value whatsoever. I was so surprised that I am going to show you on my phone because I was blown away by what this is actually worth. Okay, so it is this right here. This is the Scholastic Photo Tiles word families, okay? It is some type of magnetic tiles where you can learn. It has pictures, and then you match it with, you know, the picture of a clock with the word clock, and a picture of a ring with the word ring, and string with the word string. So it's just some type of thing for kids pre-K to 3rd grade. Check it out, okay? You see that sticker price right there? $3, and it's still sealed. Now, This is not very good condition. It's torn, but has never been opened and played with. All right, so I think I can consider this eBay new, but I don't know. We'll just see. I might have to call it like new other or something like that on eBay. But anyway, keep in mind I paid $3 for this, okay? And it's still new. Let me show you my phone what these are worth. I was really surprised. Okay, check this out. The one up top is listed for $133.65. The one under that, coming from Australia, is listed at $96.04 plus $39.38 shipping. The one under that is listed for, you know what, that's not even the same one. That's a different one. So here's another one listed at $133.65 with free shipping. And then here's another one. These two, the boxes look different, but I don't know, but they're listed at $72.99. So from what I understand, this is about $135 Scholastic Learning Aid or whatever. Okay, and I got it for $3. So because the packaging is a little bit ripped up, I don't think I'm gonna ask as much as the ones that are brand new. So who knows? I think I could get somewhere between there, between like, I don't think I'll go down to the 75. I think I should go probably $100, maybe $120, somewhere around there. Like it's new, but just a little bit, you know, they get a little better deal because it's a little bit ripped. But that is awesome. That is a home run right there. $3 into, let's say, 120. That's what, 40 times my money or something like that. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, that is the well, the one flip today. And then a whole bunch of finds. Now I have a ton of work ahead of me. I got to take a lot of pictures. I got to do a lot of cleaning, a lot of testing, and then I also have to. I still haven't done my inventory on everything yet. Where I got to write it all down, what I paid, how much, all that kind of stuff. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and just wrap up this video. If you like what I'm showing you, some of these ideas and things I'm finding, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment what you think. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And again, thanks for checking out the video.